Okay, this is part 2. So I had the other injectors, and I got these from, I think, Case Suspension. So they're supposed to be the 12 port. Thing is, 101107. Used to work on those. Okay, cop car. All right, so they have these injectors, and they have these stupid plugs that adapt it. So this is an EV6, and this is an EV1. These adapters fail, and it's because there's too much slop in the making. I'm going to show you how I took it apart to fix the issue. But yesterday I had a check engine light, and I'll show you how to read that. So, and then this one injector's here, so I'll take you back so you can see what I'm doing today to get the to fix these clamps. It's pretty easy to do. You just need 2 screwdrivers. The other one is I don't have a bolt back there, but it seems to be sturdy right now. I'm going to get the plugs from a distributor for the EV6. So all I have to do is cut these wires, and I'll crimp on the correct plug, and then, or crimp on the correct pins, and then put the plug in there. I got a bunch of these at the junkyard yesterday. I'll show you that later. To get these out, I used a screwdriver so I didn't break it off. This one's still over there. These, you take a screwdriver in here and pop these out. I could just cut and splice the new ones on there. I just don't feel it's a very good connection. It's definitely not watertight. Now we're doing another lockdown, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get the parts I need. So join me on what we're doing today, and then we'll take one apart later. I'll show you the pins between this connector and this bottom connector and these type of injectors. Food for thought, I called them, and we don't put the clips in there, but where this rail goes, the shoulder is not as deep as this. I thought about getting another fuel railing, but there's something there, and I think it's because this is at 40, the newer ones are at 49 psi, and this one's only at 39 psi. So yeah, this is a 4-liter Jeep Grand Cherokee Loreno. Excuse the mess, but the car's been sitting for a while. So we're gonna do this.
I want to get around that.
1, 2, 3.
15 from
And then it'll go off, and then it'll blink. So you count 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, after you have the 2 5s, that's signifying end of codes. So I think it came out all right. Yeah, okay. Sorry, the screen goes dead on the camera. So, yeah, we're going to try to fix this thing. So the problem we were having before is, let me see if I duplicate it. I think I had some bad injectors in here. But listen to how it starts up now with the new injectors. See how it almost fired up immediately? The other ones, it would go and then start. So something was wrong with those other injectors. This one almost fires up immediately. Yeah, looks like they're all firing now. I still have to finish terminal 3. Hey, I just found $5. Yay! Okay, so that's where we're at today. I'll take apart the screws, take the pins apart, and I'll show you, and I'll show you the difference between the two, and we'll get it all going today. All right, talk to you soon. Other projects we have going today is the big army truck I have for sale right now on YouTube. I'm sorry, eBay. But I left the ignition switch on for like 3 weeks, so I gotta go get the batteries charged. So we gotta pick those up and install those. Okay, so we changed the injectors to the 12 port. Now I'm gonna take this off. Hopefully the last time. And then, so we're gonna take these screws out here and over there. So this is a 10 millimeter. And this thing's gonna be hot. And I believe there's one back here too. So all these inverters I've already modified to work. So, oops. Get my Leatherman, get a screwdriver. Yeah, so this is kind of a depressing day. This will be my last day at this shop. But, pop this off. Pop this one off. It's easier just to pop this off. That goes there. So this one's a wedge off. This one you have to pull and then you can get it off. This one, just hold it steady. That's all three. You take this one out, and yes, it's gonna be hot, which I already know. Goes there. So when I pull this one off, I should be able to capture the missing bolt. If it falls, it's not that big a deal, but it still happens. Oh, that's hot. Yep, very, very hot. I just drove 32 miles. That thing is cooking hot. Okay. So I get this third injector off here. There. Unbuckle it. Pop this off. And this is the piece we need. Shut you off, get you a new location, and we're going to fix these pins. So this is an adapter from an EV1 to an EV6. Sorry about the mess here, but this is the stuff we started taking apart yesterday. This is a conventional plug off of the 1999 and 2000, and I think it's the, I'm not sure what the name is, but this is the Jeep connector. So when it's off, so I've taken one of these off already, right here. So you can see how both sides of this capture the top and the bottom of the actual injector itself. Same things with these. I don't know if I still have another one to plug or not. Yeah, so if you can look in there, you'll see one on the top and one on the bottom of this one too. So this one pops out, and then you can get this, you pull this plug out and you pop it out. The pins are different. See, I took a bunch of these apart to see how they work. Now let's look at the one that was given to me by this. So on the one side it has this. On the other side it has these. Okay. we're going to take it apart, and I had a wire here. So look how easy it doesn't even connect. See, it just slides in and out, a lot of slop. That's what's giving your thing, so we're going to take it apart. Let me get my tools. Okay, we're going to see if we can pop this off. So what I do is I squeeze it in here. This thing's going to go back. There's a little hook in there. Just like that. It pops off. Then you have the two pins. So unlike the other one, it's solid metal here, and there's only one thing, and there's not enough pressure pushing on it. So you flip it over, push the pins out, like so. So I don't see a failure in here except for this. This little push knob right here pushes down on the center there, and that's what's giving it the tension to hold to the springs. So what I did on all of them to fix it is I'm pushing this center part right there down. So you get a small screwdriver. In this case I'm using a Leatherman 1. And I'm just going to push directly down on this tab right here. Not incredibly strong wise, but enough to put a little bit of pressure there. A little more on that one. Okay. Now, when we get our piece, now I can feel the resistance of the pin. Okay. That's going to make a good connection. Now these will only go in one more way, so you can put them in. So I guess when they put these together, they use a machine, and there's just not enough pressure on the top. Then you match the T up, slide it back in. Now the ultimate test. Ah, I have resistance now. Okay, so now let's do the install and do a final test. Okay, so we got it bolted in. I put this screw in, and then I fiddled that in there. They said about a 3-degree angle. It's very tight. That's how they told me to do it. Doesn't look like the wires are pinching. I'm going to start it up to make sure it works. And we don't have any misfires. Clicking, 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 clicking. So if you have a misfire, see it starts moving like that? That's how I was doing when I was driving. It was driving me absolutely nuts. So we are good to go. Let me reassemble everything. And that'll go slow. Alright, so we connected the other stuff up. This one, make sure it's in here. Slip it on there, slip the intake on, ratchet them closed. Last one is to take the PVC valve, slap it over here, plug it in, and then the last thing I do that I got out with a screwdriver is snap these in place. Now the engine good to go. Thanks for watching. Oh, that clicking sound. Okay, welcome back. Alright, so now that I fixed all of them, this one, even though it's going to be at a slightly angle or to make room, I start putting it in, I can feel the pressure. Now, that's not going to give me any more slop between this and the electrode, which will stop the misfiring. There is another issue with that, but that's about it. Put this in, put the screws in, hook everything up, and you're good to go. Also be aware, this pipe here goes to the map control. they become very brittle. This gets very hot. I've had to replace this one and this one. I was told a tip, if you do break them, to use some heat shrink. Use heat shrink to connect the two, get out of the right size. If you can get the one with the glue, then you know it's even better. So yeah, so that's about it. Thanks for joining me, and see you next time.